All righty. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for joining us tonight. We are excited to have you all on. Thanks for being so patient with us. We'll be sure to give you some really great information tonight. Many of you are here because you've shown interest in this amazing business opportunity and would like to learn more about it. My name is Irena Tyler. I'm an ambassador Diamond with It Works. I've been with the company for almost 6 years, and this 6 years has flown by so quickly. I've been so blessed and forever thankful to be a part of such an amazing company. Like, this is such an amazing company. It's blessed my family tremendously. And, I'm super excited to be sharing some great information with you guys. I also have Marvette on the line, on the call with us on Zoom.
On
Marvette.
the video. I'm Marvette Dearwaller. Hello.
She is another ambassador Diamond. She's super amazing, very knowledgeable. She's been with the company for 6 years as well. Marvette, you can go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
All right. So, yes, I am Marvette Dearwaller, ambassador Diamond, mom of two. One is a 3-year-old, one is an 11-year-old. If anybody has a toddler, I'm going to pray for you at this point. And so, yes, like Irena said, I've been in this business. It'll be 6 years for me in October. I actually met her through this business. So we became friends, through the business. So, sometimes in life, as you start to grow, you're looking to, get around positive women. And I think that for me with this business, that was kind of like the most important thing, was that I get to be around other positive women that are trying to do the same thing that I'm doing. Oftentimes you start hanging with, your friends, so-called friends or old friends or whatever. And as you're trying to move to the next level, sometimes they're stagnant. And sometimes, the relationship doesn't click anymore because you want to do something different. And so that's why I found myself when I got to It Works, was that I just wanted to do something different. I just wanted to, be in something or part of something that was bigger than me, that allowed me to help people. And I got to make friends and, have other accountability partners, I guess, so in life. And so what Irena forgot to tell you about herself, though, was that she has made $1 million, or over $1 million, in this business. She's pushing close to 2 million since she's been with It Works. So she got to walk across the stage, her and her husband, and accept her award for being for making the Millionaires Club. And I think that sometimes in life that's a big achievement, because what I realized when I was working, number one, I wasn't making over $30,000 a month working. I was making that yearly. And I realized that I was never going to be rich. I was never going to be the CEO. So, shout out to you, Irena, for meeting that accomplishment that I know you probably was never even trying to work towards in life. And so if somebody invited you on and you're on, it's because they, number one, maybe wanted to partner with you. They thought that you could be that positive light in their life. And then you got on because, sometimes we're nosy and you're like, what's this about? And so we're going to go into quick detail. We will not keep you long. I know some of you guys are moms. Some of you have to go to work. And so go ahead, Irena. Let's kick this thing off.
All right. But thanks again, Marvette, for sharing that bit of information with our guests. That is a big accomplishment, to be in the company for just 4 years and make over $1 million. How can I leave that out? So for all of you who aren't familiar with the company, so a lot of people have been invited on this Zoom, but just still like, what is It Works? What is this company? What Zoom am I on? Well, It Works is a health and wellness company. We've been around for over 16 years. It's a Fortune 500 company. It's credible, it's stable, it's a debt-free company. We have the best CEO there is, Mark Pentecost, who constantly pours into us, shares information to us, with us, lets us know about the bonuses, big bonuses that the company put out, about product information. He's fantastic. His wife is fantastic, and we're excited and blessed to have him as our CEO. He wants us to be successful. He wants all of us to be able to pay off debt and be debt free. And this company is also family oriented. Okay, so my husband is also a part of the company. My daughter once was before she went off to college. Vet and her husband are also partners in the company. So it's family oriented. So that's what I truly love about that. Just a little bit about the products that we offer. We have some of the best products on the market, actually. Our flagship product is the Ultimate Body Applicator, which is we call the wrap. So you can hear the term wrap a lot. It's for tighten, toning, and firming. You'll see results in just 45 minutes. And this is one of the products that actually drew me into the business. The young lady who brought me into the company gave me a wrap. She told me, take it home, try it. I tried it on my husband. And I posted his before and after results from his very first time using the wrap. And I got a ton of customers, a lot of people interested in the products and the business. So this is one of the products that put me out there and was able to, get me going. So some of my products, well, the all natural products that we offer, skincare, of course. I love the skincare. It's amazing. You'll see a lot of great results from a lot of distributors in the company with some really great before and after pictures. The person who invited you on this call, they may have shown you a lot of results from a lot of our products. We have weight loss products, we have detox, we have the body contouring, we have energy, and we also have the new keto product line, which is super amazing as well. I absolutely, again, love our products. I've been using it for 6 years since I started the company. But one of my favorite, well, actually 2 of my favorites. I love the greens. I always talk about the greens. The greens is a powder mix. You can put it in your water or your juice. It's a detox. It has 34 different variety of fruits and vegetables. I drink it every day. It gives me an energy boost as well. Like I said, it's also a detox and also alkalized. So I love the greens. I love the berry flavor. It also comes in a citrus orange as well. But now my new favorite is the chocolate greens. I die for the chocolate greens, okay? And Marvette introduced me into putting the chocolate powder greens into my coffee. So I am like hooked. Like I cannot go on with my day unless I stop and have that coffee with my greens. And I keep the greens now in my car, just in case I'm getting coffee from McDonald's or if I'm drinking my keto coffee, I'm adding those greens into there. If it's, I own a gym, so I leave it at my gym, like I have it at home, like I have it everywhere because I want to make sure that I have these powdered chocolate greens near me when I'm drinking my coffee. So I'm hooked. I thank you, Marvette, for introducing me to that. So you all have to check it out. So Marvette, what are your favorite products that you like?
So I do have a few, but my absolute favorite, I would have to say, one is the keto coffee. I just had a three-year-old and I just turned 34. So I think, like most women, it's hard to get this fat off. And so the keto coffee is a fat burning coffee, and then it helps me to suppress my appetite so that sometimes I can kind of intermittent fast. So that's my favorite, along with the greens, the chocolate greens. And I use like a sugar-free creamer from Giant. If you guys put all that together, it tastes like a latte. Like since they came out with the coffee, I've not been to Starbucks, and I was a Starbucks fan. And I haven't been to McDonald's either. And then my second favorite is probably the cleanser. I'm a makeup baby. I wear makeup every single day, and so it's important for me to, my skin to be, clean and smooth. And so I also, with the cleanser, after I clean my face, I put the stretch mark cream in. So I haven't had like a pimple, a blemish. So those will probably be my favorite. Like I must have it, keep ordering it every month products.
Absolutely. And it's hard to pick your favorite when there's so many great products out there that we have.
It is.
Just to go over a little bit of background, my story, I'm going to share a little bit about my story and how I actually got started. I started September 4th, 2012. Prior to coming into It Works, I used to work for the federal government. I had 16 years of service, no college degree, came in straight as a contractor and switched over as a government employee. So no experience there. I worked 9 hours, sometimes 10 hours a day. I had 3 kids at home. I'm married. And I know for a fact, I'm going to mute this young lady out. Can you unmute? Okay, I'm sorry. I had to mute her out. Working 9 to 10 hours a day, struggling to pay bills, bill collectors calling. I knew that I needed to make some extra income. So I know a lot of you all on the Zoom right now can relate to living paycheck to paycheck. You know, that was my life. My friends that was around me, we all lived the same, you know, robbing Peter to pay Paul, you know, always in the negative. And we knew, and I definitely knew that I needed to make some extra income. Didn't know what.
But y'all look good though in that Gucci and Chanel though. Y'all look good.
Look, she's shaking her head like, yes, I mean, fabulous. Look fabulous every day. and didn't have the money in the bank account to show it. You know, I drove the nice cars. You know, I had a Mercedes. Come on now. I had the Gucci bags. I had the red bottoms. But guess what? My account was negative 200. Negative 200 because I just kept on and withdrawing, and I just didn't have that money. So, like she said, look good, but did not have the money. I knew I needed to make some extra income quick. My husband was holding down the fort, but let me backtrack because in the federal government, I was a GS-14. I was making 6 figures a year, you know, but because all the bills and trying to keep up with the Joneses, everything, you know, I just didn't have it. By the time I got paid, I was down to $20. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, so I'm calling my husband, having him to, you know, send me money for gas, lunch, and all that kind of stuff. And that weighed a lot on us because number one thing for divorce and, you know, people breaking up in marriages is money. Mm-hmm. Okay, and we struggled and we argued and we didn't know we was gonna make it. You know, we now 20 something years married, but we didn't think we was gonna get this far because of the money issue. Everything else was fine. So you know, I had to come up with something to make a change and to help my husband at least meet him halfway. You know, what happened to the 50-50 or something? I had 10%.
He was doing 100.
And that 10 wasn't enough. So I had to come up with something quick. And he actually was presented the opportunity. So he said, okay, I'm gonna come home and share this with my wife, and hopefully she'll decide to dive in and get going on his business. So he came home to me and said, hey, someone came to me about an opportunity. I think it's gonna be good for you. You work out a lot. It's health and wellness. You know, you get to make some extra income. You know, I think you need to jump on this. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I'm good. You know, and a lot of people, they have those thoughts. They don't want to do anything extra, although they need it. They're struggling every single day, but they're like, no, I'm not going to do anything to change my family's life or, you know, to make a great investment or, you know, for freedom or whatever. I was that person because I didn't like change. You know, I didn't want to do anything different outside of what I was doing on a regular, although I needed it badly. So I had to really think hard about it. And it took me probably like a couple of days, maybe a week to actually decide if I really wanted to do this business. I contacted a young lady. I went to her house. It was still Charlie Brown teacher to me. You know, it was wah, 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 wah. She was talking foreign language to me. And, you know, it was like, you know, I still can't get this. I don't think I'm going to be able to sell anything. I don't think I'm going to succeed in this. I think I'm going to fail. You know, so all these voices was in my head thinking I wasn't going to be able to do this. And I had to think like, hey, my family deserves better. My husband and I, he's about to leave me if I don't make a change right now and be able to contribute to my family. So I went on and joined maybe a day or two after meeting with her. And that was probably the best, well, I'm going to say this, not probably, the best decision I've ever made was to join It Works Global on September 4th, 2012. Number one is because in 1 month, maybe 2 months, I was able to get a $10,000 bonus with the company. And that was during the holiday season. and I was able to provide for my family for Christmas, you know, and if I didn't have It Works, I wouldn't be able to buy anything. Or I'll be calling the loan company saying, can you loan me $5,000 or $2,000 just so I can cover Christmas gifts? I'm being honest. This is how I was living for a very long time. And because of It Works, I was able to provide for my family for the holidays.
So Lorena, at what point did you, like, how many months did it take you to work this? Did you, after did you leave your job?
So it took me, let's see, I left my job in June of 2013. So it was like 8 or 9 months after I joined the company that I was able to actually leave my GS14 9 to 5.
And so how much were you making when you decided to leave?
When I decided to leave, and I was doing this part-time. So remember, keep in mind, I started September 2012. I did this part-time all the way up to June 2013. And before I left my job, with my It Works check was over $19,000. Okay, so not just the money made me leave, although that played a huge factor in it, because my husband was like, you're making $19,000. Like, you're making more than your boss or the person over top of him or the person over top of him. You can go ahead and leave, because if you do it full time, guess what's going to happen then? You know what I'm saying? But now
40,000.
Right, but not only that,
money.
Right, but not only that, to be able to be home with my family and not be stressed out every night when I come home because I'm so tired that I don't want to spend time with my kids. You know, that's what I was thinking about. I wanted to be home with my family, be able to go up to my son's school, my youngest son's school, the kids' school, and be active in their life. I was tired. I was getting up early when it was dark. I was coming home in the dark. And it was draining me. You know, I didn't even want to deal with my husband. You know, it was just a mess. So the fact that I was going to be able to leave my job, make good money, and be able to spend time with my family is what I was really super excited about. And, you know, like Marvette said, in 4 years, I was able to make over $1 million. And that was me, the person who doubted herself, the person who said, you know, I can't do this. I'm going to fail at this business. The person who's never done network marketing before. I've never had any experience in sales ever in my life. I was the one who was able to make over $1 million in this business. So that's my story. Marvette.
that was a good story. I feel like I need to join all over again. So my story wasn't more so, I think I'm a tour, so sometimes we got our stuff intact a little bit. But for me, I joined this business, I'm gonna say when I was about 28. And I had adopted a baby at 23. And I was finding myself working every weekend. You know, it was just me and her. My mom had just got deployed. And because I didn't have her, you know, how typically you have another two, you know, your child has 2 families. We just had 1. And without that kind of support, it was just us. And I remember one particular day, she had like a little program at school, and I couldn't go because we didn't have the coverage in the office. I was doing leasing at the time. So, you know, somebody had to be in the office at all times. And I remember getting to the school, and the lady pulled me to the side and she said, listen, I know as hard as that it is for you, please make sure that you try to come to all the things that she does, you know, because she looked out in the crowd and she seen nobody. And I felt like I just wanted to cry right then and there. Like, I felt like, you know, just shrinking in a hole, because I imagined her looking out there, everybody else's mommy that took them home and the family rooting for them, and it was just her. And so I had kind of just prayed for something. And I remember right before I had even got fired from my job, I got promoted to manager, did everything right, but I started to be tired. My hair started to fall out. And I felt like for her, I was, you know, we're bouncing around because I was a manager. So I'm, you know, in Baltimore, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. If the building, something was wrong, I had to take her out of her bed. And I remember right before I lost my job, I prayed. And I remember this lady in the building, you know, you got the little sweet little lady in the building, and she came up and she said, I was washing clothes, and God just told me to send you a message. And she was like that, he's going to bless you in a way like no other. Now, first of all, I had two people approach me about this business, like you said, and I said no. And by the third time, I ended up having a close friend who I knew that if she put her name behind it, she's very popular. If she put her name behind it, that it wasn't a scam. You know, that was the biggest thing I was worried. Is it a scam? Are they going to take my money? You know, what were people going to say? And two things I felt like God said to me. He said, well, how long are you going to sit at a job and be miserable? And how long are you going to pray for something, but then when that something comes, you still say no? You haven't even tried it. You would try a relationship before you would try something that makes money for you. You get what I'm saying? And so the other thing was, you'll never know until you step out of fear, and fear cripples us. So I'm thankful for that job that fired me, but fear kicked in. I signed up on the team, and I still decided to do nothing, and I ran out and got another job. And I got to that job and I cried and I cried. I just wanted to sit home. I wanted to watch Maury. And I just wanted to go back to the life I had that was less complicated on the couch at home. So I worked this business like no other. I put 100%, I put 150% at jobs. Okay, and for me to walk in, for them to say, oh, well, this is what we had in the budget, you know, this is what we had to offer, you know, goodwill, they got more money in that budget. Because if you try to lead them and they love you, they're going to find their money, okay? So they offer me everything under the sun and moon. But the day that I walked out that job was the day that I felt, I mean, I was scared, but I've never been back. That was 5.5 years. And so for me, it wasn't about money. It was about freedom. And sometimes it's about you realizing that you deserve a little bit better. You know, we sit and then we pray. Oh God, please, I hate this job. I hate the women there. I hate the people there. I hate my boss. We pray about so many things. And then when it comes, we're like, it's a scam. We let people talk us out of what could be our destiny. And I felt like that was me when I didn't kickstart my business. I was worried about what the internet was saying. They had all the rap jokes. And then I had to realize they don't pay my bills. They never pay the bill. Their opinion never mattered. They never cut me a check. So it didn't matter what people had to say. Even the job I was at, they was like, you gonna leave this job? And I started showing them when I left, my check was $8,000, average $8,000 per month. And that was just, half of that was just like bonuses. I was like a low rank in the company. And when I left, they were like, girl, call me when you get off from work. And so I built this business, you know, through meeting people, through the internet. And what I had to realize is it was just like it's a brand ambassador. I'm promoting a product and I'm getting paid a percentage. And I had to think of it like, you know, when people are like, oh, girl, where'd you get your shoes from? Where you get your clothes from? You go and you refer them to this company or whoever it is, Mac, whatever, and guess who gets the money? Mac, DSW, Gucci, Chanel, whoever. They all get the money, and I don't even get a percentage. They don't even call me and say, Marzette, you don't refer 10 people. You know, here's a cut, here's a discount, here's something. So I had to stop letting my referrals go to the wayside and stop pocketing some of that money. You know, some of you guys do hair, some of you guys, you know, do all these things, and people are like, where did you get your hair done at? You are your referral, you are your walking billboard, and you get the money, it all goes into your pocket. And so that's what I had to look at it like, how long will I sit and I pray for something or go work for a job that, like Arena said, although I am working it, I'm beat down, I'm too tired to cook. We were stopping at McDonald's. My baby was in McDonald's, baby. Don't sit there and act like y'all kids want McDonald's kids. Or they not now, okay? But that was my reality. And so when I decided to have after I got married, I had another baby, and I wanted to be able to be home. So right now we're home. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. We had that experience until it's time for her to go off to school. And I'm praying for that day, September the 2nd, for that day to come. But it's not a push for me. It's getting to know my kid and not being able to let somebody else dictate, I've had a baby and I got to rush back to work. So that's my story of how I got here. And my new goal is I'm coming for the Millionaires Club.
Yes, you are,
and I want that, not for the money, but I want that as an inspiration. It shows people that if I can do it, you can do it. Regular Joe, regular story. And one thing that I love about this team is that we've produced 7 millionaires so far, with some up, coming up. And it feels good to just sit at the table with other women and not that aren't trying to compete with you, but they're trying to build you up. Oftentimes when you try to reach out to somebody that's successful or things like that, they're like, you got to pay me, pay for the class or pay for the seminar in order to get the tips. In this, once you become a brand ambassador, you're not paying us anything, you're paying your kids. We all teach you. And we don't, we arrange people, my people, whoever you come in under, we all share the same training. We all teach you something different. And that's rare in life that people try to teach you the roadmap to success. So for me, when I first joined, it was about money, but I'm realizing now that it's bigger than me. And I even tell my team that it's about how many lives you're going to change or how many people you're going to meet. For me, this is a ministry because I get to pour into so many other women and I get to meet so many amazing friends, and different things like that. So sometimes money will come, it'll go. But friendship, integrity, loyalty, being able to grow and things like that, that can't be bought. And can't be taught either, So that's what, what I actually love about the business as well. What about you, Randy?
Well, I love everything about it. I love the unity. I love the sisterhood. I love that, you're getting poured into by top income earners, people who've been in the business for 5 years or more. The guidance and the tips and the support from all of our amazing leaders, even corporate. You got to give a shout out to our corporate leaders who also gives us support on a daily basis. In-person trainings, we do a lot of lives. We do Q&As from a top money earner, number 2 earner in a company. She pours into us weekly as well. So I truly love that about our team. I want to go quickly about how you can actually earn money in this company. So we earn money so many ways in this company. One, from the residual income from our customers who purchase products from us through your website. So the company will set you up with your very own website where people can go on there and purchase these amazing products from you. Okay, you'll get commission from that, residual income from that. Number 2, wrap cash. You can actually purchase products as a distributor at a wholesale price. And you can wrap 5 friends, 6 friends. You can resell the wraps and make quick cash into your hands, into your pocket. You can have wrap parties, sample parties, and you can let your friends and family actually sample all of our amazing products, and you can make cash as well. And you can have an opportunity to also let them know about this amazing business opportunity. If you want to make some extra income, you can also start recruiting at these wrap parties as well. So I love wrap cash. I love wrap parties. I also love the unlimited weekly bonuses that we get by just helping your new distributors make money. How simple and easy is that? When your new DT comes in, they get 2 customers, you get $100 from the company, and that's not including your residual monthly income. So I love the weekly bonuses. They come just in time for the weekend. They're paid out on Thursdays. Good money that you can go shopping, get the kids something, get yourself something nice, or pay a bill. We also had big bonuses that the company offered. Now, when I first came into the business, that first month, like I said, not the first month, second month, I was able to get a $10,000 bonus. Altogether, in the first year, I was able to collect $85,000 in bonuses. Right now, the company just put out a new promotion when you can earn from $1,000 all the way up to $50,000. Okay, sounds good?
Okay.
Because y'all wasn't ready. You can earn from $1,000 to $50,000, and that's not including your residual monthly income. Okay. That's good money. You do whatever you want with it. If you earn it, it's yours. You do whatever. And you can also receive commissions from your retail customers. So we, like we said, whoever invited you on this call is only $99 to get started. The very best investment I've ever made. You're going to spend $99 in Target and buy some stuff that you don't need. That's me all the time. spending so much money in Target or Walmart.
That's me too. Raina, you forgot to mention that if they sign up by, is it Friday, that in addition to the applicators, the 4 applicators, they get to also sample products. So they get all types of samples inside of their kit if they sign up by Friday.
Right. So just like Marvette said, when you pay $99 to get started, you're going to get this amazing Business Builders kit with some products in there. And right now they have a promo. If you sign up by, is it this Friday?
Mm-hmm.
By this Friday, you'll get extra products in your kit. And I'm sure the retail value of the products that you're going to get is over $500. So you definitely want to take advantage of that because you can use it. Like I said, you can resell it and make some money, or you can sample it, have a party, whatever you want to do with it. But now is the opportunity to jump on it and get started. It's the best investment I've ever made. And, you know, I hope that you all make a decision to join It Works Global. So whoever invited you on this Zoom, please get back with them immediately and get started, okay? Don't wait, don't delay, get started now. We would love to have you guys on the team. Thank you all for joining. Marvette, thanks again for being on Zoom with me and sharing.
Thank you for having me.
We love you. I love you. And thanks again, everyone. Have a good night.
Bye.